need to talk.
What's going on?
This is an intervention, and we're going to approach all of your issues from a cultural perspective.
Bro, come on, don't do that.
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Iago, this is really important. We need to talk.
Don't talk to me in that tone, you uncultured swine.
Uncultured swine, you, sir, are the one who is the ancient.
Ooh, burn.
Enough. Back to business. You're jealous of everyone, and it's going to lead to some disastrous events in your future. Your jealousy is caused by your immense racism, prejudiced views of people from different social classes, sexist ideology towards women, homosexuality, and religious beliefs.
What the heck?
Iago, language!
Look, man. You've been different ever since Othello gave Cassio that military promotion.
I know how you coveted it, dear, but you just weren't qualified.
Not qualified? Not qualified, forsooth! A great arithmetician won, Michael Cassio, a great Florentine, a fellow almost damned, and a fair wife. Never set a squadron in the field nor the division of a battle knows more than a spinster, unless the bookish theoric wherein the tongued consuls can propose as masterfully as he. Mere prattle without practice.
I'm mad because you think that Cassio is unworthy due to his being a theoretical strategist and not a fighter, and was recommended by elites when you weren't. You were jealous because he is of a higher social class, and that was part of the reason that he is your commander now.
Blasphemy, you fool!
Yeah, Iago, I've always felt that you thought you were more superior than me. I remember it as if it were yesterday.
You thought I had left after we had parted ways on a walk, but I dropped my money, and then I heard you mutter this to yourself.
Thus do I ever make the fool my purse, for my own gain knowledge to profane, if I would time expend for such night, but for sport and profits.
It hurt, man. It hurt. I thought we were closer than that. And all because I'm a lower social class than you, you think that you can take advantage of me, steal my money, and think that I wouldn't notice?
Iago, is there anything you would like to say to Rodrigo?
No, I don't think so.
Othello has also confided in me about the tension that he feels between you two.
Tension between me and Othello?
Yes, my lord. Othello is of a higher social class than you, Iago, and sometimes it is easy to detect your jealousy of him and his higher military status.
How dare you accuse me of being jealous of my superior, woman?
Iago, you need help. Othello does not brag about his superiority.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You should have heard what he said the other day.
Let him do his spite. My services, which I have done thus ignoring, shall out-tongue his complaints, 'tis yet to know. Which when I know that boasting is an honor, I shall promulgate. I fetch my life in being from men of royal siege, and my demerits may speak unbonneted to as proud a fortune.
Do you see what we mean? Because of Othello's elitist status, you treat him differently than everyone else. You are more hostile towards him because you believe that a rich outsider doesn't deserve such an important authoritative military position.
It's not just his social status that makes you hostile towards him.
Oh, yeah?
You also believe he is unfit for his military position because of the color of his skin.
That's quite the heavy accusation, Desdemona. I'd be careful what you say.
Enough with your threats, Iago. Seriously, man, we were just trying to help you. No. Do not interrupt. Desdemona, continue.
Just a few days ago, I recall Amelia talking to the other maids about the derogatory names you called my husband.
Amelia would never talk behind my back, and without my consent.
Tell him what you said, Amelia. I don't think there's anything to say.
If you won't tell him, then I will. Amelia claimed that you said, "What a full fortune does the thick lips owe?" Thick lips is a very racist comment, Iago. It suggests that you do not believe that a black man should have so much money because he does not deserve such a fortune.
So I said one racist comment. Big deal. This is Italy. Everyone's a little bit racist here.
Your racism was not just a one-time thing, Iago. Do you remember when we visited Brabantio? What ho, Brabantio, Signor Brabantio, ho!
What is the reason of this terrible summons? What is the matter here?
Now, very now, an old black ram is tapping your white ear. Arise, arise! Awake the snorting citizens with a bell, or else the devil will make a grandsire of you. So what?
Don't you know the significance of the words that you've said, Iago?
What you said was so terrible to Reverentio. Othello a devil? How could you say such a thing?
I'll tell you how.
It is known that we, white Europeans living in the 16th and 17th century, are exponentially more racist towards black people. Black people are viewed as being inherently evil since it is believed that the devil takes the form of a black man. So you, Iago, you knew that when you told Desdemona's father that there was a possibility of miscegenation, that he would definitely freak out. What's wrong with you?
With that logic, Rodrigo, that means you would be racist too.
That's besides the point.
Furthermore, when you said that, you alluded to the fact that you think that black people are more animalistic and bestial. You think that the color of his skin causes him to have more primal sexual desires, much like a black ram hammering into a white or pure ewe, which has a negative connotation.
It hurts me how little you think of Othello just because of how he looks.
It's not fair that I'm the one under scrutiny when all of you are equally racist and hostile.
It's not scrutiny, Iago. This is an intervention, and you are being really uncooperative.
I don't think I have as many issues as you think I do.
Really? You think that your hatred of people from different social classes and your immense racism is your only problem?
That's really cute.
You have way more problems that need to be addressed before anything disastrous happens in the future.
Like what?
Not only are you racist, but you're sexist too.
Sexist? I love women. Between the sheets.
And in the kitchen.
See, this is what we mean, Iago. You continually degrade women with your rude, offhand comments.
If I were a woman, I would be very offended.
Don't you remember the conversation we had as we waited for Othello to come back from war?
In faith too much I find is still when I have leave to sleep. Marry before your ladyship, I grant. She puts her tongue a little in her heart, and chides with thinking.
You have little cause to say so.
Come on, come on. You are pictures out of doors, bells in your parlors, wild cats in your kitchens, saints in your injuries, devils being offended, players in your housewifery, and housewives in your bed.
That is completely sexist, Iago. Not all women are soiled to their husbands.
Because you have this misconception that women are nothing compared to men, you feel like you are allowed to blame your wrongdoings on them. Also, that you have the right to talk badly about your wife, the woman you are supposed to love.
Maybe the reason that he is so awful towards Amelia, and quite frankly women in general, is because he secretly desires the love of a man, my husband, Othello. Inability to fall in love with Amelia due to his sexual orientation and the societal pressure to marry a woman and not a man is why he resents women so much.
That would explain so much.
Wait, hold up. You think I'm gay?
Well, don't say it.
Cassio!
Don't say it. That never happened. Othello told me what you said. That never happened. You must have been having one of your weird fantasies again.
And one too many
Pricked to it by foolish honesty and love, I will go on. I lay with Cassio lately, and, being troubled with a raging tooth, I could not sleep. There are kind of men so loose of soul that in their sleeps will mutter their affairs. One of this kind is Cassio. In sleep I heard him say, Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary, let us hide our loves. And then, sir, would he gripe and wring my hand, cry, O sweet creature, and then kiss me hard, as if he plucked up kisses by the roots that grew upon my lips, lay his leg over my thigh, and sigh and kiss, and then cry, Cursed fate that gave thee to the moor.
We know you love Othello, even though you won't admit it. But that was, very descriptive. It sounds like you enjoyed what Cassio was doing to you, and you wanted it to be Othello?
That's quite the heavy accusation, Rodrigo. I'd be careful what you say. I would hate for something to happen to you.
I know it's hard watching your loved one be married to someone else, but you can't bring about the destruction of others because of it. I mean, look at me. Do I hurt Othello because he's married to the one I love?
Rodrigo, another time. Stop making this about yourself.
I think Iago secretly hates the part of himself that is unacceptable in society, so he's projecting his hate onto the one he loves, and the ones who love him back. Now, I know all of the things you said to me were, in the past, were just an expression of your sexual frustration and not being able to fully express yourself.
Perhaps we should move on. I think we have said all we needed to say on this topic.
Alright. We should repeat everything that we have covered so far.
Okay, so Iago, we feel that you are a closeted homosexual who has been increasingly racist, prejudiced against people of different socioeconomic standings, and sexist. All of which are huge problems that need to be further addressed later, but with all of these issues combined, it would lead you to betray Othello, much like Judas did to Jesus.
I want to stop you right there. Being an upstanding Christian, it's offensive to me how you just related me to one of the most sinful people in the Bible.
Let's look at all the facts, shall we?
In our society, Othello is viewed as an outstanding citizen, much like Jesus was in the Middle East. Everyone adores him and is always willing to follow his command. You too felt that way for some time, until he made a decision that you did not agree with, like when Jesus refused to banish the Romans from Jerusalem. Othello's decision that you did not agree with was the promotion of Cassio to a higher military rank than you. Such feelings of betrayal on your part caused you to want to seek revenge on him, like when Judas turned in Jesus to the Pharisees.
That's quite the accusation, Rodrigo. I'd be careful if I were you.
Stop interrupting, Iago. We're not finished. You are also prejudiced towards Muslims.
Whoa, hold up. Everyone I meet, I treat with the utmost respect, no matter their religion.
Except Othello, who is Muslim, everyone else you treat semi-decently because they are Christian like you.
Othello is Muslim?
Of course he is, and you knew that too.
Yeah, remember when you were talking about how Othello promoted Cassio and not you? You referred to him as his moorship, and you were constantly calling him the Moor.
Wait, what's wrong with calling someone a Moor?
Nothing really, but by calling someone a Moor, which means not a Christian, you're admitting to already knowing his religion.
Therefore, every derogatory thing you said would be offensive.
Fine, but what derogatory things have I said about someone because of their religion?
Do you remember when we were talking with Barbancio?
Zounds, sir, you are the kind who will not serve God if the devil bids you. Because we come here for your services, you think we are ruffians. You'll have your daughter covered in a Barbary horse. You'll have your nephews neigh to you. You'll have courses for cousins and genus for Germans.
I still can't believe you bashed Othello that way to my father's face.
You referred to Othello as a Barbary. Do you know what the term Barbary means?
No, tell me.
The term Barbary was used by Europeans to describe the North African people who came and invaded countries such as Spain as being savages and paganists.
Hence, where the word barbarian derives. To be a barbarian means to have no moral conscience and to have animalistic ambitions.
Therefore, the word barbarian is offensive because of its negative connotation. It's like calling someone the N-word because they have darker skin. It's just not right.
Therefore, Iago, you're prejudiced against people of different social standings and race, your sexist ideology towards women, and your religious beliefs, and your closet homosexuality will cause disastrous events in your future.
And what disastrous events do you think are going to emerge from everything that you think is wrong with me?
We believe that all of this is going to cause you to act rashly out of jealousy and cause the deaths of Rodrigo, Amelia, myself, and my husband Othello.
Blasphemy!
Iago, you are going to the Cyprus Healing Center so you can think about your awful ways and ideology. Think, and then forget. Change your ways, or I'll have no choice but to divorce you.